film yesterday. We didn't film this morning. We had a bit of a rough run at the start of this week. Communication is like the most important thing when you're running a business with somebody else. When it's your everyday life partner, man, like you got to get through some like brutally honest moments with each other that when you overcome them it's good, but in the moment it's real shit.
These past 4 months feels like our relationship has gone through like multiple years of progress and growth. Think about most couples, they work full-time jobs, they see each other maybe like 6 hours a day. For us, we literally see each other 24 hours a day, 7 days of the week.
Yeah.
So the communication is constant, the decision making is always kind of shared between the two, which is what we have to improve on. You often consider the other person's perspective. You think inside this box.
I think when you're making decisions for the business, it's like being considerate is nice, but I'm always going to be happy if you make a decision that's in the best interest of the business, and if you can justify it and own it, that's what's important. Hi.
Maverick & Co. I love this bag. Apparently it's made in Hong Kong, and I'm from Hong Kong. So. 香港嘅朋友大家好。Maverick & Co. 你見到有 sponsor 我哋嚇 ？Thanks。唔該晒，唔該晒。
Hi. This is where we come to get our film developed. Hello, sweetheart! Look at his wagger. Oh, it's wagging. The debut of our first roll of film.
We're gonna start the screen recording as well, so that you guys can see.
No, that's outside the store. That one's pretty sick. The color's very nice. Ooh, your finger. I like that. See, that was backlit. These are fun.
Oh, Brian.
That's cute. That's
Why is
pretty
this so
nice.
much sharper? What? There's no autofocus, I told you. This camera is shit.
I like some of them. So it is Wednesday morning. We just had a meeting with a potential business who can also work with us to do referrals. So part of our outreach strategy is a referral program with other businesses where we partner with them, we set up a program and they can send us business and we give them a kickback. So we've kind of set up a bit of a structure that we're gonna send to them and see what they think. We're gonna head out because we've got another meeting. We might just stop and work somewhere before that meeting. Let's go.
Good morning. So it's currently 6 a.m. and this morning I woke up thinking about 2 things and I'd like to share with you guys. The first one is that success takes time. The second is I'd like to fail more. So the first idea, success takes time, we all know it, right? And we've all heard it a million times from successful people and businesses that it takes them years to get to where they are. And I'm a very impatient person and I value progress over a lot of things. When we're not like doubling our revenue every month, I get frustrated, I get upset, and I feel like we're not doing the right thing and I want to change everything. But sometimes an idea takes, 6 months, 12 months to test. We're, as you may know, we only went full-time with the business March this year. It feels very long. It feels way longer than it is. And with my personality, I get frustrated easy with the progress, and it affects the people around me, Sam specifically, and it affects myself as well, like the mental space and the emotional state that it puts us in. So I want to embrace the idea that success takes time, and sometimes doing the same thing day by day means that we're testing the idea instead of like wasting time or doing the wrong thing per se. Which leads to the second point, failing more. Majority of our lifetime will be failing more than we're succeeding, right? And Sam and I have also adopted a mantra. I think it's from Jordan Peterson, but basically it's enjoying the passage of time. Simple, right? But very hard to do. And I'm still learning how to do it. Ultimately, the failure is what's going to get us to the success that we've planned for ourselves. And to fail more is to willingly embrace failure. And that kind of opens up an opportunity for us to just do the things that we say we're going to do and not think about whether or not it's going to succeed or not, or whether or not it's going to bring fruit. Such as like this vlog. We started it not knowing if it's going to work or not. Could be a failure in itself, but like I said, I'd like to fail more, and this is part of it. I encourage you as well to understand that failure is only all part of it, and it's necessary for you to get to where you want to get to. And to Sam and Stephen, have a good day.
Let's go down. So we are on our way to a networking meeting, Julie and I. So fancy. And I'm speaking quietly because we're on a train, but we're gonna get coffee and then we're gonna go to the event and I'll bring you along. Steven's gonna watch this footage. Perfect product placement.
Around your vision, who are willing to do it for free.
And the belief in yourself, right? Like, yeah, it's on if you head in the cloud, feet on the ground. Thank you so much. So I just got back from a networking event that I went to this morning. One of my goals, and like our goals, I guess, this year has been to build our network, to build our community, and to, I guess, just meet more people. Personally, for me, I really want to make more friends who are more successful than me. And so if I never put myself out there, I'm never going to meet those people. So that was kind of something today that I did for the first time. I don't necessarily feel like I learned anything about business, but the energy of being in the same room as people who want more out of life than a 9-to-5, that want more out of life than mediocre, and who are striving to get it, like who are putting themselves out there to get it and doing their thing, being creative. Yeah, it's just really refreshing and really inspiring. And so, you know, if any of those women who are there today are watching this, loved hearing your stories, loved learning about your businesses, and loved, you know, I guess connecting with you on the challenges and the wins that you are going through. I think next time I really want to learn more about business. I want to be surrounded by people who are way more successful than me. Maybe other people who are doing business with their partners. First one down, definitely not the last. Now I've got to jump back in and make a few phone calls, so make some proposals today. So that's the goal. Sorry, it's Sam calling from Halcyon Agency. How are you? What direction you kind of see yourself taking your social media and your content?
I know where our gaps are, what other things we could be doing.
Just shifting the direction a little bit.
No worries, that sounds great.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you so much for taking my call. No worries, have a good day. It is Friday morning at 9 o'clock, and we are heading to a gym class.
F45.
F45. It's like functional training, I think is what they call it.
Kind of like a HIIT workout, basically.
Yeah, definitely a lot fitter than we were the last time we went to one of these. Pray for us.
We'll be fine.
Hey, box jumps. But I'm gonna try.
No, you're gonna smash it.
Bad from me back. Where you get your mother from? Thing where me get. Coulda come from Afghanistan. They no want see this cross my take it to go, let's go! Big bad man from outer England.
We're done. Sweating. Feels good. Can't even talk to camera.
That is an F45 session. Come join us.
You should definitely join. It was good. How
do you feel? You right, Stephen?
Yeah, that was easy.
Oh, easy, yeah.
Easiest thing I've done.
Nothing.
New Friday ritual.
Yeah. Say hi to YouTube, Tyler.
Hey!
We want to set the expectation of creating content for ourselves.
When we are trying to come up with something new and innovative, it's actually quite easy to stand out. It's just what it takes to grow a brand.
We'll talk to you soon.
It's my job. Sam and I had a lot of things in our heads this week. just business, personal, and there's a lot that we want to do. Just feels like the list is getting longer and longer every day. Tonight we're gonna do a kind of like a vision board, just to write everything down.
Just kind of set some goals for ourselves, I think. Some context for you, we always use the whiteboard when we want to kind of level up something. I feel like every time we've like made progress in our business or we've like shifted something significantly, we always sit down and we like map things out on the whiteboard. We shuffle it all around and then we go, okay, this is our plan of action. And it kind of just sits on the whiteboard until the next session.
Yeah, like Sam said, every time it would have like pricing structure or like the team organizing or who we should hire, the company functions and everything will be on the whiteboard, and we just wiped it off.
Sorry, I didn't stop to think. I was like, we need to get this done.
I think for now,
It is 7:30 on a Saturday morning. After last night, we kind of, went through all of our priorities. And for us right now, our top priorities are making content, outreach, and there's a bunch of ways that we're doing that. It's funny, you see such conflicting information online all the time about what you should do with your business and what you should do with your time. And, we've got this whole idea of like a creator company culture, which is kind of what we're trying to build. And then I saw something just this morning from Alex Hormozy, which says, you can build something great by putting out 0 pieces of content and smashing things out in 5 years. Or you can make content and achieve less. I know we went through that kind of decision making, like what's worth it for us? Is it worth making content and building? Or is it worth just building? And I think for us, because we are all about making content, it only makes sense for us to do it ourselves. Depending on what business you're in, sometimes it's good to put your head down and grind. But I think in this day and age, making content is almost one of the things you have to do. It's how everybody operates. They're all online. So if you're not, it will impact what you do.
think about it this way, right? Most of our lives at the moment are on our phones. If you upskill yourself like everything else you do in business, it's practically free marketing that you can reach millions of people.
You don't have to pay for this.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you do if you work with us.
Yeah. Yes, it might take some of your time, but
Yeah, it costs you time. That's what it costs you. It costs you
Yeah.
time. But if you can find ways to make it efficient, and if you can find ways that it works for you with what you're already doing, like slot it into the things that you're doing, it is a free avenue to show people what you do and how you do it. And I think
Yeah.
for us, there's been a few little pieces of inspiration this week for us around like what sort of company are we creating and committing to making content for ourselves, because that's actually what's going to be the thing that sets us apart in how we operate. If we lead by example, if we step up and show people exactly what we want to achieve, what we can do through our own content, then we'll attract the people that we want to attract. So that's my little spiel for this week, is that making content, aside from connection in person, content, it's what helps us grow and learn from each other in a global way. So, which is pretty cool.
So it's Sunday, and we just realized we forgot to close off the vlog that we're about to post today. And here we are. This week has been pretty good, and I think we're slowly finding our feet in what we do, or in our business and plans for ourselves. And yeah, I'm pumped for next week, and I guess the future weeks as well. And you can probably expect some personal brand content on our personal pages, Instagram, TikTok, and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to add?
Nah, you summed it up. I'm good. I'm just ready to keep doing what we're doing, keep making content and getting better.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, catch you in the next one.
Catch you in the next one.
Don't slip. Some are just give a raw talent. Others just little lost balance. While many still living off highs. I'm wondering how they stay grounded. I done lost friends and lost family. So when you don't see me, how can he? Too many still moving uncanny. And I already got my speech for the granny.